Hugo spectacular. Nein?
Okay, Friday. Great day to be alive. And we're going to finish up Operation Vesser South, or N3. So this is N3 Part 2. Okay, when we last left off, me as the Germans have successfully delivered troops to Norway. Both task forces have done that, and now we're looking. Well, let's talk about what we're getting ready to do. We did get some aggressive Norwegian reaction, and they actually managed to do some damage to our destroyer squadron, knocking some points off for victory. And so now, and when I rolled off, it was the British turn, and we rolled British, and they are going to bring to battle. And by doing that, they have no task forces, and so we're going to make a task force. And it tells me to make this task force with 2 battleships in it. And I got them all here. We're just going to kind of randomly draw. So this will be nice and probably not very historical. And when we pick the Valiant and the Grand Old Duke of York. And he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. You knew that was coming. Don't act like you did. All right, and a battle cruiser, and that will be the Repulse. And 2 CAs. I'm not going to bother scrambling them up. I'll just grab 2 out of the first 2 out of the counter tray there as a Kent and an Exeter. All right, and as it says, we are going to perform actions designed to bring on a battle targeting a German TF nearest to the submarine force. Well, that could be either this or this. Is that a hair? No, not a hair. Since they're both 1 away from this submarine force, and since they're 1 away, I got damage on this one already. I think I'm trying to make a decision for the British here. On the one hand, I could get them down to the 7 column if I went here. They're coming from Portsmouth? Scapa Flow? Where's Scapa Flow on this? Oh, there it is. Wait, up here. My mistake. Yeah, so they're going to start up here. Let me go ahead and mark that off. And now it maybe makes a little more sense to go after this to shorten our trajectory for a fruitful naval search. If we want 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, almost want to go keep the trajectory short and go after the trajectory with the contact marker and get me a juicy little bonus there. I think I'm going to make a little executive, and it always tells me to go for that makes sense. And I think even from the strict rules of AI, it makes sense as well. So that task force is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yeah, let's hit the contact marker. All right. Now, clearly, we are going to do a naval search. The British are going to do a naval search. And there will be no air support this time. Lucky for the Germans. Let me check something here. Nope, just a plain old naval search. It's going to be here. So we have this task force here. And to do a naval search, we need to have a trajectory total, which is the length of the British trajectory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus the German, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're talking at 11. We're on the 11 column. I'll put a little mark on there. And can I kind of chunk over to the... I won't bother you with that. Okay. So, and let's look at our modifiers. Our modifiers for this naval search. And they are a slow fleet. This is going to be a +3. No coordination. So +3 on the 10 to 15 column. Hang on here. Okay, sorry about that. 8, 9, 10, 11s. Okay. Eleven is, hang on. I'll show it to you this time. So we were on the 10 to 15 column. We rolled an 8, which would normally just be a shadowing result. We rolled 11, not quite enough to put us where we really want to be, because that contact marker isn't going to mean anything, because we already have a contact marker, but we're going to get the shadowing result. And it's nothing. The shadowing means remove all but 3 of the target's trajectory segments. And so, well, that's basically it. And I'm going to remove them in a way that's advantageous to the British player, and that would be taking these 3 off. Oh, everything but 3. Yeah, we did it right. We did it right. Okay, so that is their naval search. Now we do a time lapse for them. Now, how fast is this fleet? It's medium. No, it's slow. The Valiant is slow. I drew a slow battleship. Whoops. Oh, I wonder if it, sorry about squeaking there. What if it, there's a rule in here about not taking slow ones. Okay. Like I said, I randomly drew those battleships, and I don't see anything in the single-player rules about saying, hey, don't take slow battleships. So we'll just play it as a draw up, unless there's a, somebody let me know if I'm doing that wrong, but I think we're good. Where are we at? Okay, so we had that, and now we're going to do time lapse with this, and we have a slow battleship, so that's going to mean they're just going to do that. It's good weather, so it's going to be dropping those 2. And now there is something to do with initiative, isn't there? Yes, we get a chance as the Germans to seize the initiative. Wow, we do. Well, how about that? We rolled a 9. So, it is our turn. Now, let's get into a little strategy. And, well, see, I'm in the same conundrum I had in the last scenario, that N2 scenario. Namely, I managed to deliver all the troops to Norway, which yielded me heavy points, but Norwegian reaction, they damaged me. They fired back in anger and damaged, which knocked points off. And so my thought was, well, maybe I can hang around, get rid of the convoys and just keep the warships and hang around, maybe pick off a British convoy and score a few points that way. But we're in the same problem we had last time, is there are no British convoys to pick off. And instead we've got, 2 battleships, a battle cruiser, and 2 cruisers menacing with bristling death. So our choice is coming down to, we got to run out of here and try to get away. I think that's really our only choice. Which I think, if you think about this historically, that's kind of what's going on the whole time. And this is here. We'll go into mini review mode here. Here I'll mark the spot. I'll splice it out. If I assemble a review, I think I'll use something like this. Namely, that you can put it very basically, is that the British are the cat and the Germans are the mice. And historically the strategy is, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the German attitude was, when the cat's away, the mice will play. And that's exactly, they're going wherever the British aren't. They're trying to get stuff done and get around them, and just trying to avoid direct confrontation as much as possible, as far as the surface fleets go. So that's So that, for a credit to this game, when I do reviews, I steal Bruce Garrick's Golden Triangle. Basically, 3 components. You can do sub-components in it, but I like to keep it down basic to 3. On the one hand is balance, is the idea that you can, if equally skilled players playing a game will play to a draw. The other one is evocative mechanics and just evocative stealth. The thing, or stealth, evocative, kind of. What I'm trying to say is the elements that made you come to the game in the first place, that made you feel, oh, I am a naval intelligence officer staring at a map and trying to get actionable intelligence to my fleets, which I think does very well. I'll talk about that later. But the third one, of course, is Bruce calls it historical accuracy. I like to call it historical plausibility, just to distinguish, because if we were being very logical about historical accuracy, we would just open the Atlantic Chase box, say the British win, the Germans lose, and close the box back up. I like to call it historical plausibility, in that what happens, you can actually see, it might be a different outcome, but it's still correct in the sense that what was possible. And so here's an example, I think, both of those examples from this scenario and the other one, that this game does actually come out being very historically plausible, in the sense that it's asymmetric. The British are just much stronger on the fleet front for direct confrontation, and so the Germans are going to adapt kind of this hunt and chase, kind of chase me mode, and hitting them where the British aren't. And so that's all I have to say on that. And so now we need to come up with something to do. And first, we're going to check the weather. The weather remains good. And now we are basically in flight mode. Okay, so I think the most logical thing to do first is get us home. I almost want to hug the coast, I think. By hugging the coast, I can avoid 1, 2, right there. I can avoid this little air base here that would hit us in. Okay, so I got him ready to go. And I used all my all passes, didn't I? Now I'm wishing I had them. Okay, it's a slow fleet. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. It's a very slow fleet because of the convoy. So that's going to limit our ability to pass, and I think that's what I have to do. And I could try to complete here. Well, you know, if I fail, that makes a lot of trouble. So I think I'm actually going to pass. That way I can that and that. Now he doesn't have a contact marker to hit me with. That doesn't mean he can't still just search us down pretty good. But that's going to be a pass for us. Okay, so back to the British. They check for weather. 5. It stays good. It only changes on a 6. And now what will they do? So, rolling on the 2 column. With a -1 because of the aggressive Norwegian reaction from before. A 2. Again, bring to battle. Well, now we got a choice here of these 2. Naturally, we are going to trajectory over there. Chasing them down. Now I think I'm in danger of, oh wow. He's got air, he's in range of air. The question is, would the British try to split here? But I can coordinate here. This is before I even do the, oh, Kiel is over here. I made a mistake. Since I did that, yeah, you don't go to Kiel from, you go up here. Oh man, how did I That's bonehead. So from that trajectory here, we'll do this. We'll just say they're going to there. Well, you know what? Since I don't want to cheat. So let's just say I'm stupid, and we'll do that. We can put the trajectory later if we want. But I was thinking, oh, I'll go here and complete him Kiel. I can't. If I go this, I have to go this way to do that. I keep forgetting this little inset map is different, slightly different, or at least less confusing than the battle board here. Yeah, whoa. That was dumb. Okay. But, all right, we slow draw on. We sailor on, I guess. So, I think the British, acting on their behalf, would not come in here to avoid coordinating task forces, plus give the Germans pretty strong air support. So yeah, we're getting into that historical plausibility here. The British actually did try to avoid getting really close to this area because of the air power, and so I think they're just going to try to tag that in there, even though it risks giving me a evasive maneuvers marker. So we're back to the old Naval Search Pro. This time on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, same column. I think that was the same as it was last time. Oh well, whatever it was. But this time it is me who gets to invoke little coordinating air stuff. So, on the 9 column, we go to, this is good weather. Good weather, we get a -1. He's going to get a -1 to his die. I think that is it. No, sorry. Oh, it's still -1. I needed to be on this column. Target player, adjacent hex, correct. So -1. It's still -1, but yeah, I was on the wrong chart. Okay, here we go. -1. Oh, snake eyes, you stink. Okay, well, that is going to yield up. Let me double check here. That was a bad search on their part. Early, late, remove the trajectories target segment of space, creates a hole. Okay, we know all of that. No hole is created. The target. Okay, as far as I know, yes, this will remove the trajectory, unlike the shadowing result, which doesn't remove anything. But it's going to give this task force, my task force, an evasive maneuvers marker for me, which we would do well to spend at the earliest opportunity. Okay. Bad naval search by the British there. They're gonna have a chance to seize initiative. Hold on. And I'm gonna go ahead and spend it to add +1 to this seize initiative die roll. I think we're in escape mode. We will use any advantage we can get right now. And we can do it. Yes. All right. We may actually get away. All right. So we seize initiative. We check the weather. It is still good. Oh, man, you know what? There's nothing says I can't airstrike him. Oh, that would be just rich. I could get points back. Oh, man, that is tempting. Hang on. Yes, we have an opportunity to gain back those 2 points we lost from the damage with an airstrike. As far as I can tell, I don't see anything telling me I can't do an airstrike. So, and since the opportunity presents itself, I think we should take a stab at it. So, let's do it. Airstriking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're rolling on the 5 table. It's a little higher. It's 1 column more than I'd like. Wait a minute. Was I supposed to time lapse back then? Let me check. Yes, I am glad I checked. I was supposed to time lapse here for 2 hexes. This is going to make this airstrike interesting. All right. Now, we're on a lower column here. I think we got a real shot at putting some damage on this guy. Because we're going to be at +2 because he's a hex away. Let us make them pay. Come on, baby. 6, 7, 8 is contact. Yes. Let's make sure. Don't forget the contact. All right, where are we in contact? Who organizes this place? Okay, contact. And more importantly, we hit them. Yes, we do. All right, let's hit the grand old Duke of York. Boom! Hit, because it's a slow convoy. I mean, a slow task force. And that's what happens when you roll an 8. So, we got him. We got him. And so we bumped up our score here. Back to 10. All right, now let's get out of here. What happens after an airstrike? Active TFs have just no. Okay. Well, we don't time lapse because there was no designated task force. This is an airstrike from this base here. We do vie for initiative. So, tie ball game. I think we retain the initiative. What's the rule on that? Active player keeps the initiative. All right. So, British can get one there. Like so. We get to go again. We should shoot him some more. No, we should go. We got our licks in. We should complete. And I think we should complete in Kiel because we do have. We were going this way. I could add trajectory markers, but you know what? Let's just see if we can escape as a. Right. So, British. Let's do the one with the damage on it. Let's do this one first. I mean, I don't think there's any real chance of them sinking the destroyer squadron, but let's just do that one. They're gonna seize initiative with a +1, unfortunately. Which they're gonna do. So we are not going to complete. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, the designated performs a time lapse, and we are slow, so we would do that. Nuts. Okay. Now it's getting troublesome. The British will check for weather. Stays good. The British will. Number of completions, 2 minus 1. Okay. 2 minus 1. On the 2, what I'm saying is the 2 row with a -1 modifier. Sorry about my arm there. All right, a 6 minus 1 is a 5. SA. Stealth attack. Yes. We get to see a stealth attack just for the sake of. All right, select the British submarine stealth force. Sure. Submarine performs a stealth attack. Hang on. It won't be an attack because of the because there's no one in the hex, but it will be a stealth recon actually. Place the submarine stealth force in a hex with a German TF. If a trajectory attached in a telemarker the same which does not already have one. More than one option for placement. Choose the hex nearest Bergen. They're both near Bergen. So first, okay. It's already in Bergen. Okay, so they're going to come here, and they're going to stick an intel marker on one of these 2 things, and I guess really we just determine that randomly as far as I can tell. Okay, evens this one, odd that one. Even. So, intel marker there. Now, would he... Wait a minute. Would he do that there? Oh, he should. Because now he can't complete in Kiel. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a savvy move. I like it. For them. For the Myrmidons. Okay. So, now what? Stealth Recon. What happens after Stealth Recon? I have never done this yet. This is new territory for me. Recon or attack. We reconned. That means we go to vie for initiative. Ah, they keep the initiative. Nuts. We may not get out of here. And so, what shall the British do with their -1 on the die roll? 5 again. Stealth attack. And oh boy, they're in range now, ain't they? All right. Submarine performs a stealth attack and gets a +3 modifier in the stealth attack table. Why? If it does not have a target in its attack. We all know that. +3? What? What? Okay, stealth attack table. I'm going to make an executive decision for the bot. You would say, well, I'm attacking the one I just put an intel on. There's nothing that says I have to do that. It actually makes more sense to attack this guy. Because, well, first of all, there's this shorter trajectory. The intel marker actually doesn't add any bonus to the attack. Moreover, if we can, it already has damage on the convoy in here. If we can really smack it, he can do big damage to me. And the intel marker is still here, preventing him from completing. So I think this submarine would take on that guy. Let me know if you disagree. And we get a whopping +3 to this attack on the 1 column here. But oh wait, wowsies! I still got to roll a 12 or higher to really do anything. Wow. Okay, fair enough. That's not gonna get it done. That is a miss. Okay. So, and after attack, the submarine comes off. But in this rule, and it's buried under this thing. In fact, yeah, they should make a. I think it'd probably be after the attack, submarine marker is removed from play. It is eligible to return to play when SA or SR is the action table result, so it can come back into play. Normally in the rules, the general rules, once they come off, they're off. So they No, they failed. They flopped on their stealth attack. Time lapses, there wouldn't be any. There's no none to do that. And so I gotta look this up here. It says attack, stealth attack table. Then remove the attacking force. All designated TFs perform time lapse except the target. I'm gonna have to look there. When would there be designated target TFs other than the target TF? I have to look that up. I don't know where that would be actually be a case. But anyway, we have to vie for initiative again. Oh, wait a minute. Did we fail that last one? I almost think we did, and we should have had a +1 bump there. So we're rolling like that for our vie for initiative. And this time we do it. Okay, we get out of here. Okay. So what shall we do? First, we'll roll for the weather. 4. Stays the same. Let's try to complete this guy. I think that's the most logical thing. Completing Kiel. Go, baby. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. And I'll accept the result that basically, no, we're still stuck. They seize the initiative. I perform time lapse. Where is that? Okay, so there. And now it's the British. We're going to roll for weather. Weather stays good. And now what are they going to do? -1 on this die roll. 1. That is going to bring our bring to battle again. Oh boy. So, wow, he's coming right into my airbase to do this. And we have reached the 20-minute mark. I think we're going to end on a cliffhanger here. Will we escape? It's looking grim, but we have the advantage of being right under air cover. That will be an interesting situation to see how this all plays out. I'm actually at the top scoring position. Who knows if we can maintain... Oh, wait a minute. I think we lost some points for the... No, they missed. Remember, they missed. Those stealth attacks are actually pretty hard to pull off unless you're right in the hex. The trajectory total is small enough. So, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.